Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you all my IBM interview experience for the role of product management. As you all know that product management is currently one of the most lucrative careers in the market. And I'm sure that these questions will help you all to prepare for your upcoming interviews. So uh, there were two rounds of interview for me. In the first round, there were two interviewers, and the interview lasted for roughly 30 minutes. While in the second round of interview, there was one interviewer who was the head of the department, and the interview was for roughly 20 minutes. So the main interview was in the first round, which was like the screen, which was like the main interview round, where they asked questions related to my previous work ex, certain guesstimates. So I'll tell you what was asked point by point. So first, they were mainly focusing on my previous work ex. So those you all know about me, you'll know where I have worked previously and what type of work was there. So just to give a small brief recap, so I was working as a software developer and at Capgemini, and over there I used to single-handedly manage several applications. I was working as a full stack developer, so I used to develop tools, gather requirements from the various customers, sorry, not customers, from the various stakeholders. So I used to do stakeholder management to gather requirements, and then I used to come up with the solution using full stack whatever technologies I used to work on. So I had a previous IT background, which I feel was extremely beneficial for the interview. So when I was explaining my work, I tried to, bringing the skills which relate to both my previous work ex and to product management. Like I focused on things like in my previous work, I used to collaborate with multiple stakeholders. So you know that in product management, stakeholder collaboration is a very important part. So I told them how I used to gather feedbacks from different people, which would help me to finally come up with my solution. So what was the process which I used to follow while coming up with any solution? Did I do any analysis? Did I search any external documents? Did I read up anything? Did I talk to people? Because all these are very important in the role of product management, where you need to look up to what competitors are doing, look at what is the current trend in the market. So when I was working, I had this certain small things which helped me in my work, like talking to people, searching for different type of things. So yeah, so basically the first question was related to my work ex. Second, they asked me regarding what skills do you think are important for product management. So I mentioned 4 5 skills. I had prepared this question, so if you search on Google, you'll definitely get 4 5 skills, so you can just go through it. Third, they asked me certain guesstimates. So I'm sure you all know what guesstimates are, right? So they give you a certain scenario and you have to guess, come up with the final number. So for example, how many toilets are there in India. So you start with one small value, and then you start with a guess, and then you try to come up to a reasonable solution. So yeah, guesstimates were asked. Then they said that what. Then there were the normal HR type questions like, what do you know about IBM? What do you know about product management? What do you think your friends? So I made a very silly. I did this very silly answer. So I said that IBM is a service based company, which is absolutely wrong, right? IBM is the oldest product based company. So that I felt that would have created a negative impact on my interviewer, which it did not do. I am glad about it. But yes, then they asked me, does your friends also think about it in the same way? And I did confidently say yes, which again I shouldn't have said, but what happened happened. Next, there were certain product management related questions. So, they asked me certain basic terms like what are epics, what are roadmaps, what is TAM, SAM, SOM, then what are user journeys, product market fit. So basic product management related terminologies you should look up to. They are obviously not expecting to you to know everything, but certain basic terms, and it is good if you know things like agile, waterfall, scrum, all this IT terminologies. Other than that, they asked me like how. Oh yeah, one more interesting question was how do you define problems? How do you come up? How do you, because in product management you have to come up with your own ideas, own thoughts. So they wanted to know what is the thinking process and how would you come up with new ideas. So ask me what is the process that you follow while coming up with new ideas. What do you do? Yeah. So other than that, mostly these were the questions which were asked to me in my first round of interview. And so the interviews were pretty chill, and I confidently answered whatever was asked to me, so it was not that difficult. And in the second round of interview, again, it was mostly final confirmation check kind of an interview where where the interviewer was, just casually asking the same questions. What was your previous work as? Why are you interested in joining? Similar type of questions. So this was my basic experience, and I'm sure that this is going to help you out when you are preparing for your product management interview. I'm trying to come up with many more such interview experiences which my friends have faced, which I have faced, and I'm sure it is going to help you out. Thank you very much for watching this video.